Morning, folks. Hi. Are you dreaming of an off-grid life surrounded by forest land, nature, wildlife, but you're still looking for all the comforts of modern living? Well, if you are, welcome to 74 Castle Road in the town of Harmony, Maine. Harmony is a town where privacy still exists. There's just over 800 people in this town. This is a complete off-grid homestead setup on 49 plus or minus acres. This cabin has its own power grid, its own well and septic system, 2 cabins. Come along with me today. I'm Phil McPhail with United Country Lifestyle Properties in Maine. I'm going to take you on a tour of this beautiful property this morning. Before we take a look at this land and this cabin setup and this off-grid homestead setup, let's talk about the location here at 74 Castle Road in the town of Harmony. We're about 40 miles from the city of Waterville, Maine, just kind of north of that. We're 44 miles from northern Maine's largest city of Bangor, and that's where you'll find your international airport, larger hospitals, all kinds of shopping there and restaurants. Nearest hospital to this property is in the town of Pittsfield, about 22 miles from here. The city of Portland, Maine's biggest city, is 117 miles away, about a 2-hour drive. And Boston is 222 miles, and that's under a 4-hour drive right to this property. In this region, we have Great Moose Lake or Moose Pond, depending on how you see it on the maps. It's got a couple different names. That's a 3,500 acre body of water. It's just 3 miles south of us here. That lake is 50 feet deep, has both cold water and warm water species of fish in it. It's well known as a trophy bass fishery in the local area. Moosehead Lake is less than an hour's drive from this location, the town of Greenville. That's Maine's largest body of water, great for boating, sailing, fishing, fishing both in the summer and ice fishing. And a couple of the outlets are great fly fishing for landlocked salmon and native brook trout. If you like the outdoors and you like ATV and snowmobile riding, you can reach the trails right from the property. The trail actually borders the perimeter of this lot, so you can get right on the trail right from here. And Harmony and the surrounding area is well known as an excellent hunting area for white-tailed deer, and you just need to look at the deer tagged in this region to know what I'm talking about. So as you can see behind me, we've got quite a setup here. We've got a brand new cabin here that's completely finished and ready to live in. Off to the south of that or the east of that would be the power shed, and that houses all of the inverters and the charge controllers and the batteries for the power system. You can see beyond that we got 3 rows, 22 370 watt, I believe, panels with over 8,000 watts of power available. And beyond that is another cabin, the original cabin that was with the lot, and we'll take a look at that as well. And over here, we've got a brand new garage with a 12-foot overhead door, all on a concrete pad. There's a drilled well, septic, we'll show you all that, but let's go in and we'll start with the main cabin and take a tour of that first. This is the main cabin here. This cabin was built in 2024. It is 13.5 by 44 feet long, and that 44 feet does include this screened-in 6-foot by 13.5 covered porch. So we're going to go in on the porch. You can see that they had planned for a deck over here off that sliding glass door. They haven't built it, and they're not going to, so that'll be up to you if you want one there or just a set of steps. Let's go on in and check out the cabin. Okay, we're up here on the screen porch now. This is a great place to sit out in the mornings, watch the sunrise off to the east out here in front of us. Beautiful place to enjoy the mornings. And as we come in, you're going to notice we've got some vinyl plank flooring down. We've got closet here. This is a pretty small home, but it's very well appointed. Right here is a wood stove, and this wood stove is not hooked up. It is going to convey with the property. The chimney and all the pipe that you'll need to install it are going to be left on site. Got room for furniture here pretty well. This property will come almost as you see it. There is a heat pump. We got a Samsung heat pump in here for primary heat and air conditioning. That's a very nice system. We've got a induction cooktop over here, plus a full-size electric refrigerator. And because we have over 8 kilowatts of solar power potential here. You got plenty of power to run this system. There's a backup generator. We'll see that shortly. So your kitchen area, it's tiny but well finished. All knotty pine walls and ceiling in here. It's just a really comfortable cabin. And as we move down through, you're going to see we've got a full bathroom here with a walk-in shower, flush and sink, and a cabinet in there. You might as well take a look at that while we're going through. And then over here, we've got a really cool washer-dryer combination setup. Works great. This runs off the solar power as well. We've got storage cabinets here. And then down here further, we've got a bedroom. And this is a king-size bed in here, so there is room for that. A queen would probably be even better, but we've got a closet here, all hooked up with electric. We've got smoke detectors, CO detectors, pretty well built cabin, and very easy to heat this in the winter. We're going to go out and we'll check out the big new garage next. Come on in and check out this brand new garage. 24 by 40 with a full concrete slab. We got a 12-foot overhead door. All kinds of space in here. I think you could put 3 cars in here, maybe even more, depending on how good you can stack them. A lot of stuff stored in here right now, folks, but they're getting ready to move. We've got a finished space up back. This garage has got rock wool insulation all the way around the walls and the ceilings. Here's the Duravent stovepipe I was talking about. We've got this for both cabins that will remain with the property. There is an extra solar panel in case you want to hook that up somewhere else on the property. That will stay as well. And as we come up this set of stairs, you'll see we got some finished space up here. It's a little dark. There's no light, but the intention was to have a little area for guests sleeping out here, potentially. It could be a great hobby room, whatever you want to make it. It's all insulated. It's not finished off on the inside, but it wouldn't be too hard to do that. This building has not been wired yet. They do have an extension cord running out here to power the overhead door, but you probably would want to hook the power in here eventually as well. So let's go check out the power shed next. As you come into the property on the driveway, the first building you see is actually the solar power shed, and the drilled well is right here, well above ground, so you can't miss it, done by Pine State Drilling. That's fairly new. And I need to make a correction because I miscounted the number of panels here. We actually have over 30 panels and 11 kilowatts of solar PV potential out here. So, it's quite a bit different than the 8,000 watts I told you earlier. So make sure you make a note of that. And as you come in here, this shed's got a little 4-foot porch on it. It's 12 by 20. And come on in. The front of this building is storage, all storage space. A workshop in here, potential. And then as we get into the building, you'll see out here, this is where the water comes in from the well and is plumbed up to the cabins. We've got 2 EG4 6,000 watt inverters here, and each of these can power, I believe, 3 of these batteries. And these are EG4 48 volt batteries. I think they're 280 amp hours, if I remember right. We'll have that in the description so you can see it, but there's 4 of these here. We got your main panel out here. We also have another heat pump. Because these are lithium batteries and they need to be heated, this is an insulated section of this cabin, of this storage building, and that keeps all of these nice and warm, so they'll work all winter long. And then again, it's insulated and heated out here, so your water line coming up, that's all taken care of as well. So that's our power shed. Let's go take a look at the other cabin in the greenhouse. Hey, well, while we're talking about solar power, have you ever lived off the grid, or have you done your own solar power setup? If you have, share that in the comments below. Tell us how it went, any problems you ran into, successes that you had, and maybe share some of the costs of how how much it costs you to do the system that you put in. So we've got our 4 rows of solar in here, 6 panels there, 8, 8, and 8 more here. That's a total of 11,100 watts or 11.1 kilowatts. Well, this is the other cabin here. On the way, we've got a 10 by 20 greenhouse here. And we are in October. It's a pretty cold day. There's nothing left in here except, well, there's a few tomatoes still kicking in here that haven't completely gone by. Great place to start your seeds in the spring. I'm up here on this porch of this 18 by 24 cabin. And it also has an additional 6 feet here by 18 covered porch with a roof over us. The septic system is over here. We're going to take a look at the land a little bit after this, and you're going to want to stick around because I didn't tell you about the little trout stream that's on this property. What a beautiful stream. We'll see that later on in the video, so make sure you stick around to see that. So come on in. Let's take a look at what this second cabin looks like. All right, so come on into the older cabin. They've done some major renovations in here. They've been painting up the walls, cleaning it all up. The windows are in. We've got a big open space here. Chimney does go up through. Another good quality wood stove that'll stay with the property. You're just going to need to hook that up. Over here, we've got a bedroom area that's got 2 twin beds in it right now. It's plenty big enough if you want to put a queen or a king in here and just have the 1 bedroom. And then across the hall, we have the bath area, which is rough plumbed right now, and it's going to pretty much be the way it is. I don't think they're going to do too much more work to this property, but you can use this as just a sleeping cabin or finish up that bathroom, hook it into the septic system out here, and everything's good to go. We're going to show you a little more about the septic and the land next. Hey, how would you use the second cabin if you bought this property? Would you use it as a guest cabin, rental for or VRBO or Airbnb? Or would you make it a studio? Come out here to do a little bit of hobby and craft work. Share that in the comments below. Another nice feature of this piece of land is the apple trees and plum. This is a plum. We got some apple trees here behind us. I think these are yellow transparents, I believe. Beautiful apples on this tree still hanging on in October. Okay, the first septic was installed right over here. We do have designs for this system that was installed. 1,000-gallon concrete tank up there with a stone bed leach field. And over here behind us, we have a pump station so that both of these cabins could be hooked up because we just have the 2 bedrooms. This is a pump station tank here under this wooden box that pumps up to the leach field and the other septic tank and the leach field from here. So this services this cabin. That cabin could be directly hooked up, gravity fed, into that other leaching field. This property sits on about 49 acres according to the survey plan that we have, and if you'd like to see that, we'd be happy to share that with you as well. We've got frontage on an old road, an old railroad bed. Actually, that's how we access this property, and that comes in along the southern and eastern sides of the property. All right, now that we've seen all the buildings, we've talked about the land and some of the improvements up here. This 49 acres does have a nice little stream that runs through the top of it for over about 500 feet of frontage roughly. It's Little Ferguson Brook. This is a tributary to Great Moose Lake, and it's a beautiful stream. It's about 200 feet away. Let's take a little hike down this trail and check it out. All right, we're down here at Little Ferguson Brook, and what a beautiful place this is. We've got hemlocks and cedars overhanging the stream. We are in a drought, believe it or not, and this stream still has plenty of water in it. So a normal year, you're going to have all kinds of water in the stream. From this stream going back towards the other cabins, it's about 250 feet roughly from here to the cabins. But there's a nice rise of land and will be well above any floodplain. If you were looking to maybe have a third cabin or a large house in here and then use the cabins for rental or guests, what a great place to build. You got to be 75 feet off these streams, I believe, for shoreline zoning. But you'd be able to listen to this babbling brook running through the property every day of the year, I'm sure. But yeah, so let's go back and wrap up the video. I wanted to save this for last because this is a beautiful place. Talk about the hunting in here. The soils are good. Up here by the cabin, we got some good quality soil. As we get down further to the south on the lot, we've got more hydric soils, good for growing timber. There's a lot of white cedar growing in there, some tamarack, a little bit of spruce fir, and some mixed hardwoods. Up here by the cabins, you get your higher land. We got trails through the property that would be great for hunting, areas that I think you could put some food plots in, all kinds of things. Let's go back up and wrap this up for you. Hey folks, thanks for taking the tour with me of 74 Castle Road here in the town of Harmony. Let's wrap this up for you. What a perfect off-grid situation this is. You got your well, septic, 2 cabins, your power system in place, a beautiful big garage, all set on 49 acres with that nice trout stream running through the property, access to the ATV and snow sled trails, lakes nearby. I don't know what more you could want. You may want more information, and if you do, give me a call at 800-286-6164. I'd be happy to send you a property information package with all the details from the deed right down to the property disclosure. The price on this property is $295,000. I challenge you to find a better deal out in the state of Maine right now. Taxes and some of the other features are over here. Give me a call. Come on up. Let's take a look at it today. And if you've enjoyed this tour of this property, please hit that like button down below and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss the next video that we put out. You guys all have a great day. Talk again soon. This is a nice little framed up. You can cut all that. We know it. We know it's a greenhouse.